Hello guys, the DB Grinder here, back at it again with another video, and this time we have Gilgamesh with 1,210 rating versus Wise Man with 1,595 ratings. So this is going to be another high rated DB video, and let's hop right in. And then we're going to see a tie, and then we're going to see Gilgamesh win the rock, paper, scissors, shoot, so they get to decide if they want to go first or second. And looking at the deck counts, we have 40 versus 40, gotta love to see it. And then they will be deciding, and they will be choosing to go first. Then looking at the opening hands, we have Nerval, Ash, Tanky, Bell, and Fractal. So if they were going second, they'd have two hand traps. Going first, they have Combo. And then they have Revolt, Strike, Desires, Order, and Kuraz. So their hand is definitely a little weak right now, but they'll have like a draw for turn, and then this might resolve. But Bell is insane in the mirror. Like hitting Revolt with Bell, nice. And then they're going to go ahead and activate Tanky, and that's going to be grabbing Rat from deck, and then normal summon Rat, effect to dump Ram, and then go for Chakanine, effect, bring out Ram, and then go for Dryden, and then Dryden effect, pop Ram, bring out Chakanine, go for Tiger Mortar, equip the Chakanine effect, bring out Dryden, and then they're going to go ahead and get rid of those for Blossom, and then Blossom effect, summon out Nerval. And then Nerval effect, go ahead and banish 2 to bring out the double Dragon Lords. And then they're going to go ahead and get rid of those to go for Appaloosa. And then they're going to get Nerval and Blossom effect, draw on the Strike. And then put back Fractal, and then go add Fractal. And then set Strike, pass. So this is honestly really good. I mean, they have Appaloosa, double Dragon Lord, Strike, Ash, Bell. Like, that's 5 interruptions, counting Appaloosa as 1. And then you can use this to get rid of Tanky for free. And then they draw Fractal, so that's not a bad draw. It's also not, like, crazy. Yeah, I feel like just a trap there would have been better. I don't know, it's kind of hard to break this board in the mirror. They're going to Ash Barrage, or Ash Desires, and they're banishing Barrage, Cosmic, Ice Dragon's Prison. And then, yeah, they're playing TT. That could have been a good draw. And then they banish some of the Tri-Brigades there. Then they're going to normal summon out Fractal, go ahead and attack, and then effect to bounce it. And then main phase 2, they're just going to go ahead and set some back row pass. No point of, like, using this or this, because, Appaloosa just negates. Pass, draw Ash Blossom. Not a bad draw. And then they're going to go ahead and poke for 16 and then 24. So taking half their life. And then main phase 2, Fractal effect, go ahead and dump Nerval. Nerval to go ahead and grab Kit. Pass turn, draw Kit. Hey, Kit buddies. And then they're going to go ahead and get rid of Kit for Kuraz. And then they're going to let that go through. Kit effect, they're going to chain Ash Blossom to that. And then they're going to go ahead and Fractal effect. Said called by question mark. Not that skillful. They're going to let that go through and then dump Nerval to add Fractal. And then they're going to go double effect to bounce. Then Kit to dump Nerval to add Fractal. And then they can normal summon effect by banishing. And then they're going to Chainsaw and Strike to that. So they're really playing around Strike here by not using Appaloosa. Revolt effect, Chain Bell, but you're playing in the like that anyways. And then they get to go ahead and summon out Omen, so they're gonna be using these. And then they're gonna get Omen effect on summon, Appaloosa negate, beat over the double Lord. What should I call this? I always call this different names. Like, I don't have like a set name for this. I'm just gonna start calling this card Lord. And then pass, draw Fractal. So they don't really have anything to be scared of here. They're going to Fractal, go ahead and banish, and then a summon Omen effect, banish, burr. So that was definitely interesting game 1. Then moving on to game 2, we are going to go ahead and see Wise Man choose to go first. Looking at the opening hands, we have Fractal, Revolt, Ash, Ram, Nib. So they have a few going second cards and a pretty decent hand, so good hand. And then they have Fractal, DDG, Reborn, Whiptail, Strike. Also a good hand. This card has been so popular recently. I'm telling you, like, the super rare version of this card could go up. I had some people telling me, like, oh, it's got reprinted, this card won't go up. But, like, you gotta think, like, Star Strike Blast is a set known for cards, like, shooting up in price. And that set also only ever came first ed. There was never, like, a reprint of it. Which is why, like, a card like Vanity's Emptiness was worth so much at one point. I'm not saying this will go up to, like, $40 or anything, but I don't know. I feel like this card definitely could go up in price, for sure. I'm not saying to go buy it. Oh, but if you are, make sure to use my TCG Player affiliate link. I appreciate you. And then they're going to go ahead and Fractal Effect, and then they're going to be chaining Ash Blossom to negate that. And then normal summon out Whiptail. A lot of people ask this, so that way they can't, like, go dump Kit, go dump Nerval, Nerval go add, and then, like, if they Ash Nerval, then they can just, like, normal summon any Tri-Brigade and then banish and summon out, like, double lords there. But they're going to go ahead and go for Dryden. And then set DDG, set Strike, pass turn, set Please Don't Hurt Me, draw Kit. And then they're going to go Fractal Effect, chain DDG, and then they're going to go ahead and banish Kit from deck. And then set Revolt, pass, draw Kit. No point of, like, normal summoning because it's obviously just going to get popped on summon. And then normal summon Kit, said, like that card, I like you too. Well. Then go for Almirage, Kit to go dump Nerval, Nerval to go add Fractal. And then they're going to go ahead and poke for 12. And then they're going to be activating Revolt here. And then go ahead and bring out Blossom. And then they're going to get Kit to dump Nerval, Nerval to add Kuraz. Also, I've seen Wiseman playing this deck a lot recently. Got sent a lot of replays of them playing this deck. And gotta say, they gotta be pretty experienced with it. Just like the sheer amount they're playing, and, you know, they gotta be pretty decent with it. At least like one of the more experienced players of this deck. Then they draw Bell, and then go ahead and put back Ram, and then Dryden's gonna poke for 12. Main phase 2, go for Zeus, pass turn, draw Rat. Put back Ram to draw Rat, not bad, and then summon Rat to go send Ram. And then go ahead and go for Chakanine. Chakanine effect, bring out Ram from the graveyard, and then they're going to go Amirage effect on Zeus, and then go for Dryden, and then Dryden effect, pop Ram, bring out Chakanine, and then Tiger Mortar, equip, and then, you know, Chakanine effect, go ahead unequipped, special summon out, turn those into a Blossom, and then Blossom, the special summon out Kit. Kit effect, they're going to go ahead and banish 4, and then they're going to chain Solemn Strike to negate and destroy that, and then Kit effect to go dump Nerval, Nerval effect to go add Fractal from deck to hand, and then go for Borbo, and then battle phase, attack directly, and then main phase 2, drop Zeus, and then Zeus effect, chain Zeus. So they were okay with the Zeus leaving board, or they could have just done it like before Zeus came out. I feel like they could have just done that before their Zeus came out, because, you know, this is like all the XYZs, right? Because you normal summon Rat, effect dump, and then you go summon, or you go Chakanine, summon, back Ram, Dryden pop. Yeah, this is all of them. And then they're going to go Blossom, draw, and then put back. Draw Bell, put back Bell. And then they're going to go ahead and think here. Just pass turn, draw Solemn Strike. And then normal summon out Fractal. And then use the effect. It's always good to shuffle your hand whenever you draw. And then they're going to be using it for 4. Just tell me no hand traps so I can relax. Thank you very much. Then they're going to bring out Omen, activate Reborn, targeting Zeus, chain Bell. Said, I mean, this is OTK, I don't need Revolt. And then go Blossom. And then they're going to get Omen effect to go ahead and search. Did you not know that YGO... Usually I give shoutouts, but I feel like I don't want to give a shout out to this one. Then they're going to go add Nerval, and then Blossom effect, bring out Nerval, Nerval effect, go ahead and banish 4, bringing out Omen, and then get rid of those to go for silver, and then they're going to get Nerval and Blossom to go ahead and search, and then draw one, and then go ahead and put back, and then battle phase, and then in main phase they're going to be activating Nib, go ahead special summon itself out, pass over a token, and then set Solemn Strike, pass, set one smile, no, that's what you get for using Nib, and then draw Tanky. So there's not like anything too crazy. I mean, yeah, that'll, because this will get hit with Strike, and then they can Tanky, and then they'll have a discard for Kuraz. So definitely not a bad draw. They're going to go ahead and banish, chain Solemn Strike, and then activate Tanky, and then that's going to go ahead and grab Fractal from the deck to the hand, and then discard for Kuraz, and then Kuraz effect, go ahead and banish 4, and then Omen, set Veiler, and then Omen effect, banish token. Also, want to clarify something that came up the other day. I said yes, you can banish tokens, which you can do, but there are certain things you cannot do with tokens. I would suggest Googling it to probably like name off an entire list of things. I can't just think off the top of my head, but like you can't, like, if evenly match is used and you have a token on board, then like token stays on board. Everything else gets banished. There's like other things that come up with, like, I think that's the only thing that comes up with like banishing them. There might be like another like weird scenario involving banishing them, but again, you can just Google it. They might even give you some like more examples to make it easier for you. But that's game. So that was a 2-0. Right? Yeah, that was definitely a 2-0. 100%. That just felt like a long game, even though it probably wasn't. Yeah, only a 29-minute long game. That was nice. And again, Wiseman is a very good Tri-Brigade player for sure. It's not like they're some rookie bot. You know, like they're actually nice with the deck. I'm not saying that this person isn't. I haven't seen them play it that much compared to Wiseman. This is like the most this player has been playing this deck way too much, honestly. But overall, good match. I usually don't show off too many mirror matches on the channel. I think a lot of mirror matches like can be like dice rolly. But this mirror match definitely seems like it has skill behind it. But, you know, if you win the dice roll, it's definitely like an advantage. Like, they're not playing too many hand traps. And like Bell going second against this deck just isn't like that strong because they're still just gonna combo, and their end board is still gonna beat your end board. Like they don't, or their end board is gonna beat your hand most of the time. So it's not like Belling Revolt's even gonna come up just because you're already gonna lose. But this deck's cool. I really cannot wait for the Link 2. That's supposed to come in like it's Monday right now, so that's supposed to be like a week and a half. I cannot wait for that set. I just want the game to be shook up some. I know the format has been changing a little bit, even without new sets being added or anything like that. Like Tri-Brigade, Prank Kids, Dino, like definitely new decks that came into like the metagame or have became more popular in the metagame. But I just can't wait for like an actual shakeup of the metagame because it's really just been Dragon's best deck like whole format. And there isn't like too much to argue when it comes to Dragons being best deck. I've had a lot of people be like, "Oh, Tri-Brigade's best deck." I don't think it is. I definitely don't think this is the best deck currently. Maybe with the new Link, maybe. But again, like depends how the format shapes. Cause who knows? Who knows? Maybe Dragons just won't be played. I mean, I doubt it, but maybe. There's definitely a chance that it just becomes like not the best deck, especially like with the new set coming out. And then there's gonna be a ban list in like a month from now, like a month and a week. I really can't wait for that though. I think like right now, if we just had like LP banned, this format would be insane. Like this format is not bad. But if LP was banned, this format would be like marked in the history books of Yu-Gi-Oh! As like one of the greatest formats ever. So I just really can't wait for that deck to get hit because I really like this format is definitely a good format besides the dragons. Like everything but dragons is cool. I've seen a lot of people be like, "Oh, invoked cards are so dumb," but like they're not like good. Like they're not like overpowered. I mean, like it's just like summon grab Makaba pretty much, or just like summon grab a fusion spell for the Shaddolls, which is like fair enough. I mean, I don't think it's like broken. Uh, yeah, that's really just like my take on it. I don't think invoke needs to get hit. Maybe they could hit like Nadir's Servant, but I doubt it. Like, there's no reprint on the card yet. Banlist is not just to make the format better; it's also to make products sell. So, they could just reprint a whole bunch of stuff and then afterwards hit it. I think that'd make more sense. Especially with like Nadir's Servant. I think it's gonna come in the Megatins. I'm not too sure exactly what's coming in the Megatins, but Nadir's Servant will probably be in there. And then afterwards they can hit it if they see it as a problem. But again, that will be months from now, so we don't know. Also, I don't think it's like too broken right now anyways. I think it's like a very good card in a decent deck. Shadow isn't bad. It's definitely not bad. But it's not like LP. I've had people tell me, "Oh, Dragon Link doesn't need to be hit, but Dragoon does." It's like, oh, I can't follow that opinion. Like, I just can't listen to that because like Dragoon definitely doesn't need to be hit. I mean, let's be real. It takes 3 bricks. Like Red Eyes Fusion in a combo deck is a brick because you just want to send it off Anaconda. And if they're playing a control deck, then their deck just isn't like one of the best decks. And it's like none of these decks like Dino, Tri-Brigade, Prank Kid, Shadow, Dragon Link, none of those are playing Dragoon. Dragoon is good in bad decks versus other bad decks usually. That's really how it is. But yeah, I don't think that'll be hit either. But I'm not going to waste any of your time. I've been talking for a while here. With that being said, the DB Grounder signing off. Peace. Have a nice day.